Hi guys, GingerDreads here. So before we jump into the video, I want to show you what we're going to be doing today. And today we are going to be taking these little beads that I have created from this and making this. I have a few of them that I've done. I do these because the stores don't always have what I need. So I want to show you guys that we don't always have to buy things that we need. We can make them as well. So anyways, that's what this video is going to be about. Thank you guys for tuning in, and let's jump into the video. All right, guys, today we're going to be altering beads. I'm going to start by applying gesso to a natural raw piece of pine wood. And if you know anything about gesso, or at least the brand that I use, you have to sand it and then apply gesso and then sand it again. At least I do that. You don't have to do that, but I do that. It makes that piece of wood absolutely smooth as butter, and the paint just adheres to it nicely. I'm then going to apply a coat of background paint. That's what I'm going to call it, because it's going to be whatever color I decide to use to the piece that I'm creating that bead for. And then after applying the background, it's time for the art. And depending on what piece I'm working on, I'm going to implement designs from that piece into the art. So if you'll notice in the video, I start with the bead to the little owl that we've painted together in a previous video. So I needed to, this blue color that I used in the background, I couldn't find anything to match that in the stores, and I really wanted that bead to complement the wood. I don't always want to use a wood, just plain wood bead. I want sometimes that, I don't even know what the word is I'm trying to think of, but that spark that makes it mine. So I needed this blue color to be implemented, and by doing that, I had to take the glitter that I used on the background of the blue owl and apply it to that wood. And then if you notice on the back of the blue owl, there's like what I call swooshes, like white, maybe vines, faded out, ghost vines, whatever you guys want to call them. I have no technical lingo, but I put those on the back of the owl. So I wanted those on the bead as well. There was also chunks of glitter applied to the back of the owl. I also wanted that on the bead to make that bead coincide with that specific piece of art. If you'll notice, I'm using Resin. That is a UV resin to cure and set that bead to make it where my little glitter flakes don't come off and all of that good stuff. I'll cure that. I did it 2 times on the 90 seconds, but I only left the one in the video. I edited the other one out. And then after it cures and it's done, I'll create the piece that you've seen me paint in a previous video. For those of you wondering why I create these videos, or I'm creating this video in particular, I just want to show you guys that you don't always have to buy the material. If you can buy a carton of mixed wood beads, you literally can create any freaking piece you want by just painting that bead. Make that bead yours. Paint your art within that bead. Don't feel like you have to go and buy a green bead, a freaking blue one. I need a cactus. No, you don't. You just get a wooden bead and take a little bit of time and paint on that. Get your magnifying glass. Let me just tell you, that's what you're going to need, is definitely a magnifying glass, because unless you have those good eyes, well then kudos to you. I do not. I use magnifying glass. I have a great big one that has a light on it. I don't show it in the videos, but that's probably why some of my videos are extremely shitty, because I'm focusing with that magnifying glass. So I'm putting the bead or my piece within my magnifying glass vision, and sometimes that's not in camera vision. But that's why I'm making these videos. I just want to show you guys that you don't always have to go and purchase to create. I did have to purchase the initial wooden beads, yes. But after that, all the creativity comes from little old me, or you. Just know that. You can take something simple and make it beautiful by putting your touch to it. And that's the reason for this video. and for any video that I make for that matter. I paint on rocks and wood for that. For any of you guys out there wondering, I don't paint canvas. You're never going to see me whip out a piece of canvas and paint on it. I paint on wood and rocks. And so there's feathers in there sometimes. Sometimes it's a seashell. When you paint on odd objects, you have to make it work. I don't want to go and buy canvas. It's just better when, for myself anyhow, to you that do that, again, to each their own. Please, I'm not judging nobody. I'm just saying what I prefer. I prefer to come out here in nature. There's so much things that we walk past. There's so much things that is just beautiful if you could only see it. And I like to take that piece of nature and allow you to see it. So that is what my channel is going to be about. That's the art that I create. That is why I make the things that I make. I hope that sets well with you guys and that you're okay with that. If not, there's other channels that will teach you guys other things, and that won't hurt my feelings. Trust me. You're more than welcome to move along. But back to this. If you notice right now, I am working on a butterfly set. So those pieces of wood that you see in the background, I have already gifted. I painted these little wooden beads to match that wooden set in the background. However, I ended up totally hating that wooden set in the background. So I put them on smaller hanging hemp. I added complementary beads to them, and then I went out and hid them because I feel I don't want to throw away something that is just not liked by me. So I'd rather gift it to someone. And I don't know a lot of folks, so it's nice to just gift it to nature. And then whoever stumbles upon it, well, it was meant for you. So that's what I ended up doing with the woods in the back. But these beads, I created for those woods, and I ended up loving them so much that I recreated woods to match those beads. And so if you'll probably see in maybe the next couple videos, I'm not for sure, it might be the making of the butterfly set to go with these little beads that we're watching right now. But anyways, I'm rambling a lot in this video. I am trying to see if you guys want to hear music while I work the little finger magic, or if you guys want to hear me blab while I'm painting. Again, comments are much appreciated. It really helps for me to know what to create. If not, you're just going to get whatever pops out of my head that day. And I guess today is a day where I feel like rambling. So you're getting rambles. But again, let's see what else can we talk about while this video goes along. I use nail art pens. Paintbrushes in here. That's something that you guys might see a time or two pop up. I use a bunch of brushes, but for the tiny little detail, nail brushes are the best. I know that there's a lady on YouTube who knows how to make her own tiny little nail brushes. And so if you guys want to learn how to do that, her name is Rachel Rocks, and she has a video that shows you how to make a brush as small as the one that I'm using, but I got mine from Amazon. I'll have the link to that in the bottom as well. So you guys can, all the links of product that I've used in this video, if I can remember where I got them from, I will link in the description box for you guys. Okay, we're going to speak on the shittiness of this video. So it is recorded. Oh, God, I hate it. I probably shouldn't have even uploaded it if I'm going to be honest, but I needed to give you guys something this week, and I really want to show you guys how to make these beads. But if you notice, see how that bead is completely out of freaking sight? Well, it's because I'm in that magnifying glass, and I am still learning how to keep the hands into the camera view. So I've also learned, like, you guys give a shit, but I'm going to share it anyhow. Maybe do a wider view, GingerDreads. How about that? And then I can cut into my hands as I'm editing. So yeah, I just shared a little bit of information on how we do that editing process as well. So yeah, I'm doing these beads. I'm totally rambling. This video is going to be shit, but it's not, because you're going to learn how to alter beads. So just bear with me. Again, I have that little nail brush. I am painting mushrooms on these beads that will be on a future whimsical fart coming up. As you can see, I'm not a professional artist, just by the lag of my insights on what to share with you guys. But I want to share with you guys art. I want to show you that it doesn't take a lot to create. And if I can just share one thing, just do it. Because let me tell you something, when I'm in a shitty mood or I have a bad day, if I can create art, it just sets me into an escape land. I'm able to, it's like a meditation without having to sit there and meditate, as sad as that is. But it is. It's a huge meditation. And sometimes I feel if you can create, even if you paint freaking rocks with words on them that tell somebody to be happy, be kind, people want that. Just throw it in your backyard, put it out on the streets for somebody to pick up. I promise you, little things like that, it makes someone's day. Just the time that you set to take and paint that, that's going to calm you. That's going to put you in such a different mindset, because you stopped and you just stopped for a minute. We don't ever do that. Sometimes we rush through days, we rush through weeks, we forget shit from yesterday or even 5 minutes ago because we're constantly moving and going. And stop for just a second and throw some paint on a rock and put be happy, smile more. Something as simple as that. It might make yourself smile more or be happy because you stopped to be present. I think that's what we're forgetting to do these days, is be present. Again, I'm rambling. I don't know what else to talk about in this video. I do want to do a video of a get to know me, like where did you just hear me knock over my water? That was great. I want to do a video where we have like a get to know me, where I don't know where to post it on my Instagram, or if I have a community tab. I don't really know. Or maybe in the comments of one of these videos, you guys can leave questions and I can go through and see what you guys want to know. Let's get personable. Let's, to as much as I'm willing to let out. I'll let that out there first. But let's get personable. Let's get to know each other better. Let's see what you guys like, what you dislike. I don't do politics. I don't do religion. I talk music. I talk nature. Let's see. I believe I rambled enough for today and your guys' poor little ears. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I thank you for tuning in. Remember to be nice to each other. Be nice to yourselves. Paint. Do the things that you love to do that make you smile. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and comments. Remember to subscribe if this is something that you want to follow along with. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time.